Hi, my name is Bradley Block, and I am the CEO of Factura.ai. I'm excited to present a demo of Factura.ai, accounts payable automation software for multi-unit and multi-entity businesses that uses AI and robot process automation to reduce the number of human touches in the AP process. Our goal is to make your accounts payable process simpler, more efficient, accurate, and scalable by automating the data entry approval process, accessing historical invoice copies, and paying your vendors. The most competitive companies are utilizing AP automation software to overcome AP process challenges such as a slow and inefficient invoicing process, resulting in missed month-end close deadlines, data entry and payment amount errors. You may have strained relationships with your vendors because you're paying your vendors late. You lack the controls, leaving you open to fraud. Your process is a black box, and you don't know where the bottlenecks are. Your team cannot access the system remotely. Your process is not scalable, which means you need to hire more full-time staff as you grow your business. And your AP process is complex, with multiple processes on how you even get an invoice. Maybe AP is pulling invoices from a vendor portal. Maybe you're getting copies from a vendor sent to head office or to the locations in a paper or email form. You want to go from this to this. We fundamentally believe that the most competitive companies are taking steps to modernize their AP process to put themselves in a position to grow and optimize profits. They have the right processes in place and are ready for unplanned opportunities that may arise, like acquiring a business that just came up for sale. Any bottlenecks in your AP process will limit and prevent you from growing. The benefits you'll find with Factura.ai will help increase the number of invoices processed per AP staff on average by 3 times. That essentially means that you can grow your company 3 times and still be able to manage your AP processing with the same number of staff. Another way to look at it is you can free up your current staff's time by almost 70% to have them working on the real value-added tasks that are going to push your company forward for success. These are the results of using AP automation software that is going to eliminate almost all of the data entry work and convert your AP staff into custodians and reviewers of the process. Let the software do the hard, monotonous work. Software never gets tired or takes a break of continuously processing invoices. It works both on regular invoices where the information is coded to one GL code, or on line item invoices where multiple items are coded to various GL accounts. In fact, it's not only going to make your AP staff efficient, but also the approvers as well. On average, you will see reduction in approval times by 8 days to 1 day. The software is going to manage the approval process, which means you don't have to keep track of outstanding approvals or hound down the approvers that are late by email. Your AP team doesn't like doing it and causes them stress, especially around month end when those approvals are holding up the close. And the approvers aren't usually focused on admin work. They've got other more important things that they are working on and don't understand the sense of urgency near month end for the accounting department. Having full transparency of being able to see where invoices are at every stage of the AP process gives you back the control and visibility to know where the bottlenecks are in the process and allow you to act on it. Now imagine being able to pay your vendors accurately and on time. This is going to build a positive relationship that it may even lead to better credit terms or discounts instead of late fees. Also, the software will allow you to transform the way you store invoices with searchable capabilities that is going to save 90% of the time it takes to search for invoices. No more storing paper invoices in bankers' boxes, taking up real estate for 7 years, or the cost of storing those invoices offsite. Or if you are storing the invoices in a document management system, it is going to save you time organizing the documents by vendor or month or whatever criteria you're using. Think about how different your business would be if everything was digital and easily accessible. And that means getting rid of paper. Now every data point on the invoice becomes a searchable data field. With the click of a button, you can retrieve and download that digital copy of the invoice. Not only that, you are able to analyze the invoices and line items to see trends on prices or whether your vendor is charging you the correct amount as per your contract. Now, we've done this for many multi-unit businesses, for restaurants, hotels, dental offices, retail operators, construction companies, and software companies. clients like large Wendy's, Papa John's, and Jersey Mike franchisees. Now that you understand the benefits of how API automation software can transform your business, let's dive into the demo of Factura.ai. What you are looking at is the user interface of Factura.ai. To give you an overview of the screen, in the top left corner is the AP tasks. This is where your AP team will deal with any errors or any exceptions. They will review invoices after it's gone through the approval process so that they can push that information over to your accounting system. Once they've reviewed it, the invoices will be housed in a ready for export section. And that's where your team, when ready, can push that information over to the accounting system. And if for whatever reason an invoice was rejected as part of the approval process, your team can then look at rejected invoices, click on the bubble, and understand why this invoice was rejected. It'll give you understand who signed off on it and the time as well, and the explanation. Now, the way Factura works is we'll create one email address for your entire business, whether you have one location or 100 locations. You get one email address for all invoices to be sent to. Once an invoice comes into Factura, it takes about 30 seconds to extract all the data and code those invoices. That's both for regular invoices and also line item invoices. You can see here that when a 5-page Cisco invoice comes in, Factura will extract all the line items from the 5 pages, automatically code it if the item has been coded previously. As you can see here, there's an item called bacon slice that's never been coded before. It's empty. But once you code it once, very simply, and then push it off to accounting, the system will remember that the next time bacon slice comes in, please to GL code it to the 1111 code. Now, if the invoice is a duplicate, we will catch it right away and it'll error out. And you can see here, it'll give you a notification that this invoice is a duplicate. If you click here, you'll be able to not only compare the original, but you'll be able to compare the duplicate. And we do this in case the vendor does reuse the invoice number so that you're aware that this may or may not be a duplicate. Here's another example of Factura.ai processing a Papa John's invoice. You can see here that we've been able to extract all of the line items and code each line all within 30 seconds. And what's unique about Factura is we'll match the property. So from the list of properties that we have, we will go then and match the property that's associated with this account. This is a demo account, so you won't see it there. We keep an audit trail of everything that happened in the invoice journey, from how it got uploaded into the system, where it came from, where it went through from a workflow approval process, and where the invoice is currently sitting at a status. If you need to find historical invoices, it's very simple. Just go over to invoice history and you'll be able to search by any criteria. You can see from a date range to the vendor to the location. You could even search by GL code. And once you put in that criteria there and click search, it'll populate all of those invoices. So you'll get a report. You can then, if you need copies of those invoices, you can then click on it, click download, and we'll send you a zip file with all the PDF copies. You can see here, it also gives you some stats on number of invoices and the total dollar amounts. If you need to do some analysis on those invoices, it's easy to go in, click the chart. Now you can start to see your spend by the different vendors over the months. And we even have a line item extraction analysis tool whereby you can analyze different line items like the price of cheese or the price of a supply. Now, to pay your vendors, it's very simple. Just head over to Factura's payment module. It's very simple to create a payment, choose the bank account that you want to pay from, choose the date when you want to pay, find the invoices of when you want to pay. You can see here there's a bunch of Agripors and a bunch of TFIs. Once you've selected all of the invoices that you're looking to pay, click Create. You can see that we'll bulk them all together so that you can pay your vendors that way. You also have the ability to split it out if need be. But you can see here, if you click into the payment, it'll show you the actual copy of the invoice itself. And if you don't want this invoice to be included for payment, just delete it. Once you're ready, you can click it for send for approval. So we can create an approval process on the payment side as well. Or if you want to do it in bulk for all of your invoices that you've created, send for approval. Once the approval process has been signed off from a payment perspective, we will send out the payments, partner with our partner Repay, and we will pay your vendors on time, and which will help you build a good, solid relationship with your vendors, and maybe even allow you to take advantage of some discounts or better terms. Thank you.